So Gadget Guy here. This is my 2017 Ford Transit 350 diesel dually. Got a windshield wiper motor issue with it, and we're going to fix it today. As you can probably hear, there's a bit of a noise coming out of it, and it seems to be when it makes the travel in the circular pattern, a certain point right about there at the top of the arc, right about in here. So I've got to find out if it's on this joint that's causing the problem, because everything else sounds quiet. I can hear it just in here though. So let me go ahead and turn that back off. This joint here is 1, 2, there's one underneath this is 3, and there's number 4 right there. So all 4 of these joints I'm going to take off, grease the fittings, they're little ball fittings, and I'm going to put them back together, and hopefully that'll stop the noise. Okay, so I'm back with the grease, all-purpose grease. I'll put this up here for now, and I've just got to pop this off. Hopefully it just comes right off. I think it takes a little bit of pressure, as I remember these things are kind of press fit. So if I can find a way to get some pressure on it, there we go. Just used a pry bar and angled it down, and it popped. And that grease seems a bit dryish, and I'm going to actually turn this on and cycle it and see if that is where the noise is coming from. Because obviously, if it's off, it's not going to cycle the rest of the linkage. We'll see what happens. Okay, so that's quiet. You can hear it as it's going through its intermittent action. It's not making any noise whatsoever. So what I'm going to do is pop this joint off and grease it up, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so here's the grease. Got a little Q-tip in here. Slather that in there. Slap some up on the ball. Pop it back on there. There it goes. That went on. Okay, so I'm going to use this pry bar and pry this off. Okay. Get on there. Some of that grease. Again, it looks really dark. Looks like it's kind of worn out. This one has a cap, so I'm going to probably just fill that cap up from this side. I'm just going to tuck it in there. Get some grease all up in there, because that's going to hold that grease. The other one didn't have any kind of a cap on it. It was kind of it kind of went through. So I'm going to just pack this in there. Let that grease go in there. Put a little on the top, so when I put it together, it should actually be dripping out a little bit. Kind of pressurize it. So I'll leave it like that. Just pop it back on. That's it. Wipe off any excess. I'll do the other side if I can get to it with this tool. Looks like I can. You can see what I'm doing in there. Just putting a pry bar in here. It's a crude tool, but effective. Again, put a little more inside the cap. Looks like enough. Swing it back over here. And that's back on. And then I have one more on the bottom. I'm going to pop that one off and get that one. There we go. It popped right off, actually. So this one has some kind of a spacer on it. I'm going to take this off and take a look at it. So that looks like it's supposed to hold grease. So I'm going to just kind of put some grease up in there. That's a little ring that kind of sits between all of that, and it looks like it's got some grease in it, but it's a retained grease, I would imagine, kind of like a boot. So I'm just going to fill it up with grease. I'm not worried about it coming out. I really want it to be, you know, something I don't have to service for a while. So hopefully there's plenty of it in there. And And by the looks of it, I'd say it goes on greasy side down. And I'm going to pop that back on now. Okay. Little thump so I know it's down. I'm going to go ahead and get my grease and everything down off the truck. My tool out of here. And I'm going to go and turn this on. Okay, I don't really hear much. Just a little. So I've quieted down a lot, as you can hear. I think I am going to add some lithium grease on there first, and we'll see how that does. If that's makes it quiet, I'm going to just wait on tearing it apart because I really don't have the time right now. But we'll see what happens. And this is just a BB Blaster silicone lubricant, and use it on a lot of different stuff for marine. But what happens there? This one is way up there, so I'm going to just do the best I can with it. See what happens. Stay out of the way of the arms. I don't recommend putting your arm in here with these arms moving, although it's allowing it to get the silicone up in there. Just got to be careful if you do this. I don't recommend it. I'm going to spray a little up here because I can see that opening. When the arm goes up, there's an opening there. And it'll drain down through. Another one here. I'm just going to blindly spray into there. See if I can get it down in there. Again, if I had the extra time at the moment, I would pull it apart. But that's about it. That's what I'm going to do for now. As you can hear, the noise is all but stopped. It's just a little back here. Actually, it's flapping against a piece of plastic back there. I can hear it and I can see it moving. So I'm going to see if I can hunt that down and see what it is. And that's really the only noise I hear. The really wretched creaking sound is gone. But there's a piece of plastic I can see moving there. So I'm going to turn this off, take a look at it, and see what I can find out what that is. Okay, so one last time, I just tucked the, what's an insulation bag, kind of goes between the firewall and the windshield. There's probably an air gap or something there they try to fill with it to eliminate road noise or something like that. All right, so I got it all back together. I'm going to try it out and see what sound we have now. And I don't hear anything like we used to hear. I'd say that's a fix. Awesome. So definitely the grease. 1, 2, 3, 4 joints on the grease, and I sprayed a lithium grease down through the shafts, the rotating shaft of the arms that move on the windshield. So I think that's really all it needed at this point, and we'll just see how it goes in the future. If it needs some maintenance, you got to do these things. So I think that's going to get rid of that really terrible noise that was hearing, and a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I put it off for a little while. I shouldn't have. So if you guys have this problem, then by all means, do the maintenance on it. And if this helps, great. If you like the video, please hit like. If you want to see more stuff for tiny homes, vans, cargo trailers, anything that has to do with camping, canoeing, that kind of things, hiking, traveling, that's the kind of stuff I'm going to be posting about. I'm just really starting to get this channel going, so it really helps if you guys like and subscribe. So I just bought some more equipment and got a few things that is going to help filming, making things a little easier and a little more seamless. The videos should be a little bit better. Going to be working on my editing a little bit, but anyway, leave a like and subscribe, and see you on the next one. Thank you.